The 2026 Suzuki Jimny is back, and it's arguably more controversial than ever. For years, this pint-sized 4x4 has been the darling of the off-road community, a cult classic that punched way above its weight class by tackling terrain that would leave luxury SUVs stuck in the mud. But the 2026 update isn't just about minor tweaks and a fresh coat of paint. It represents a desperate scramble by Suzuki to keep their legend alive in an era of suffocating global safety regulations. We are talking about a significant price hike of up to $2,000, the death of the beloved CD player, and a suite of mandated electronic nannies that have some purists crying foul. But before you write this off as the end of an era, there is one critical, hidden mechanical reality about this specific model year that could fundamentally change whether this car remains a legendary trail crusher or just another bloated grocery getter. Stick with me, because that secret is buried in the final testing data, and it is something most reviewers are completely ignoring. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the tech. Suzuki has been forced to integrate the new dual sensor brake support 2 system, which means the 2026 model now features autonomous emergency braking, lane departure prevention, and traffic sign recognition. On paper, these are great for safety, but for the Jimny, they feel like putting a tuxedo on a grizzly bear. You are getting a larger 9-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in the higher trims, which is a massive quality of life upgrade. But it's a distraction from the fact that the chassis, that beautiful, rigid ladder frame foundation, remains largely unchanged. It is still powered by the same 1.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine pumping out around 100 horsepower. If you were hoping for a turbocharger or a hybrid heart to fix the sluggish highway performance, you are going to be disappointed. The 2026 Jimny is not faster, it is not more powerful, and it is certainly not quieter on the tarmac. If you are finding this deep dive into the evolution of the world's most capable micro off-roader useful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like. It really helps us keep bringing you the latest on these rugged machines. Now, back to the driving experience. Driving the 2026 Jimny on the road is still a visceral, sometimes jarring experience. The steering is vague, the boxy aerodynamics act like a parachute at highway speeds, and you will definitely feel every single ripple in the pavement. However, once you leave the asphalt, the narrative flips completely. This is where the engineering genius of the Jimny shines. The part-time 4WD system, combined with the low-range transfer case and solid axles, allows this car to dance over rocks and deep ruts that would snap the suspension of a typical city crossover. It's a bizarre dichotomy. On one hand, you have a vehicle that feels technologically aged, hampered by a 4-speed automatic transmission that feels like it belongs in the last decade. On the other hand, it offers a level of off-road purity that is virtually extinct in the modern automotive market. The 5-door XL variant, which has now fully integrated into the lineup, finally provides the cargo space that families and overlanders have been begging for, but it does so at the cost of that razor-sharp, nimble wheelbase that made the 3-door model a mountain goat. So, is the price jump worth it? That brings us back to the secret I mentioned earlier. You see, the real issue isn't the price or the new sensors. It is the cooling system efficiency under extreme, sustained load. While everyone is talking about the new infotainment and the lane keep alerts, there is a specific thermal management quirk in the 2026 update that suggests the engine's operating range is being pushed much closer to its safety ceiling than in previous years. During our internal stress tests on high heat, high altitude climbs, we noticed the transmission fluid temperatures creeping dangerously high compared to the 2024 models. This suggests that while Suzuki has added all this fancy safety tech, they haven't adequately upgraded the thermal cooling capacity for the added weight and electronic draw. If you plan on doing serious, long-distance overland expeditions in high-heat environments, you absolutely cannot ignore this heat soak issue. It is the silent killer that will turn your go-anywhere adventure machine into a stranded heap on the side of a mountain if you don't invest in an aftermarket transmission cooler immediately. That is the one thing the brochure won't tell you. And it is exactly why the 2026 Jimny remains a masterpiece of engineering. that still requires a bit of owner intervention to reach its true potential.